If you're somebody who travels a lot, you have probably rented a car before, and you know what that means. It can mean lines, it can be aggravating, and sometimes those cars are not all that clean. Well, today my guest is Kaye Gitibin, who is the founder of Go Rentals, and he has devised a much better way. He's the leader of a car rental company called Go Rentals that has over 250 locations from around the country, where they deliver the car to you, where they give you a car that is super clean, upgraded. It's one of the most convenient experiences. I actually use Go Rentals myself, and I think you're really going to enjoy hearing from Kaye on how he founded his company. And stay tuned, there's a big award that he received, and you'll hear about that at the end. So please enjoy my interview with Kaye right here. Kaye, thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me on the podcast today.
Thank you. My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. So we're talking about Go Rentals today, and we're going to talk a little bit about travel. I'm just going to start the podcast by just sharing with everybody, I am a customer. I love Go Rentals. And for those of you who have not done Go Rentals before, you've got a great model, and I'm excited to hear how you came up with it. But when you fly privately or you fly on JSX and you're going into the FBOs, you just get off your plane and your car's right there, and your team is amazing. They just walk out, they greet me by name, they hand me the keys, ask if they can load the luggage into the car, which always is so kind, and then I just drive off. So the time of getting off a plane and out of the terminal is, it's like 5 minutes sometimes. And I'm not trying to give everybody the expectation that it's always that fast.
It's always that fast.
But that's how fast it is for me. And so I think that is an incredible time saver. And it's just such a luxurious experience to not have to race around and figure out how you're going to get your rental vehicle. So where did this idea come from? When did you start it, and where did the idea come from?
First, thanks for being a loyal guest. Second, we saw the niche in the private aviation and for our sophisticated and luxury travelers, elite travelers, and how we can provide a seamless experience, because we understand you and most of our clients can buy anything they want to buy. The only thing they cannot buy is time. And how can we save you time? How can we renting cars is inconvenient. People go stand in line sometimes for hours. How can we bring convenience to your inconvenience? That's our model.
Yes.
We want to make sure that when you arrive is a memorable car rental experience. That's why we say we are not a car rental company. We are a hospitality company.
Yes.
Happen to rent cars. So, most people, they go start a business and they know how to make something, or they know how to provide the service. Then they build a business, they have to go sell it, market it, and most businesses in first 5 years, they go out of business. For us, we studied our guests, we talked to our guests. We wanted to provide something that was never offered before. If you want to go buy, Dior shoe, you go buy a Dior shoe because you like that brand. But there are also shoes at the lower price range. In car rental business, there was not a higher level service car rental services for our guests.
Right.
We saw that niche. We talked to our guests. We knew what they want. They want to drive the car that they drive at home. Sometimes they want to drive a Toyota Camry. Sometimes they want to drive a Range Rover. So we want them to have that options, and they wanted to have that options when they arrive at the FBO. They don't have to go stand in line. The car is pulled up to the plane, or if they walk into the terminal, the car is there, or they're staying at the hotel or a resort, the car is delivered to the hotel curbside for them. Or if they have a second home, third home, they call us. We have the car parked in the garage for them. So when they arrive home, it's like their own car. The car is parked there. And we are the only company that we guarantee make and model of the car. If you want a black Escalade, you arrive, you get that. You want a Range Rover, you get that. You don't get anything similar to that.
Yep.
And we understand the needs of our guests. And you come in, do you want to get into a dirty car?
No. So I was just going to say, I think I shared with you when you got here last year, I went to Hawaii and had to use a regular rental car company. And I got in the car and I was so surprised I forgot. I'm like, oh gosh, I forgot that rental cars are dirty, and they're basic models too. The cars that I always rent from you, it's a lot of times I like to just grab like a RAV4 or whatever, something easy breezy to get around town. It's a more sporty version of it. It's a little bit more upgraded. They all look like they're brand new.
Yes.
Whichever car I get into, it's pristine clean, and they look brand new. And so that's how I keep my car at home. So that's the kind of car I like to drive. I don't drive a dirty old car. So when I'm traveling, I don't want to drive a dirty old car. So it's great that you understand that.
Yeah, we know what our guests want to drive. Our model is that the car that you drive with us, we want it to be cleaner than the car that you have at home. And
it could be.
Yeah. And all of our cars are latest model, brand new. We don't have any cars more than 18,000 miles in our 18,000 miles. And we understand our guests. They know what they want. They want that luxury experience. They want to make sure it's seamless, it's stress-free. They don't want to worry about the logistics of the car. They want to get in. They don't have to worry about if the car is there or not. Because for our model is that your car is always sitting on a tarmac or at the curbside 2 hours before you arrive.
Yes.
So it's ready. That's your car. You arrive. If you arrive sooner, the car is there, is ready to go.
Yes.
And Legacy Car Rental Company, they do a great job at the commercial airport, and they offer their services to masses. They're commodity. They're there to rent cars. But for us, we are not a rental car company. We offer hospitality on wheels.
Yeah.
We want to make sure when you're coming in, your bottled water is in the car, the handwritten note in the car. We program the GPS to your car, to your destination. Our team is there to greet you. So basically, it's an art that we provide. It's not about the car. Anybody can buy nice cars. It's about the whole thing that comes, the experience that comes with car, which is seamless, stress-free, convenient, and memorable.
Yeah. And I really feel like you've accomplished that because the team is really well trained. They're all super friendly. And I think with some locations, especially if you think about like a JSX, you end up having a lot of travelers that are returning again and again and again. So, I'm in and out of that airport twice a month, every month. So I've gotten to know your team. They greet me by name, which is really great. There's always a handwritten note. Like there's a piece of me, I want to say, save the time. I don't need it this time. But it's lovely. And I like, now I understand everything about your brand with the one word that you use, which is the word guest and not renter. You're talking about your guests. And if this is a hospitality company, instead of sitting into a hotel room, I'm sitting in a vehicle.
Exactly. So we our team, they go through hospitality training. Right now I'm in Scottsdale because of our training center is here, and our team goes through extensive hospitality training. They know how to walk with the guests, how to shake hands, how to hand the business card, how to walk with the guests, how to provide seamless experience to our guests, make it memorable. You mentioned handwritten note. It's customized to you. It's not a printed, it's handwritten to you with your name on it. So we want to make sure that when you use our services, you remember our brand and you remember our service. I got an email from a guest that he sent me an email, and in the headline of the email was, "I have an issue with Go Rentals." And I'm looking at this email, and I had goosebumps. I didn't want to open it. I thought there was an issue, there was a problem. I opened it, and he says, "My issue with you and your company is now I cannot rent from anybody else across the country.
Okay, yeah.
The service you have given me, I can, if it's not a Go Rentals, I use a taxi or a car and driver. And that's the issue I have with you, because you ruined my car rental experience with other car rental companies." And we take pride in that. We want to make sure that it is memorable. We want to be a lifestyle company. We want to be part of your lifestyle, whether you go to Hawaii or you go to Portland, Maine, or you go to Florida. You need a car at your hotel or at the airport or at your second home. We want you to think about us, and we want you to remember that Go Rentals give me a service that nobody else provides.
I mean, it's so consistent too. I mean, it's not like I tried it a couple times. I mean, I don't know how many rentals I have under my belt, 50, 60. I mean, a lot of rentals. So I've definitely seen the consistency too. Well, okay. So as a customer, I always ask the questions people want to know, like, what's next for Go Rentals? What are you working on? So if you're training people, what's coming next?
Yes, we are at 258 FBOs across the country. Airport locations, and we just opened 2 more. Actually, we're 260 now. We opened 2 in Hamptons, and we're opening 40 by end of August. So we're going to be at 40 new locations. Our next for us is even though private aviation was our platform, we have different verticals of private aviation. We have a sports and entertainment division that we work with athletes, celebrities, A-listers, that they only want to use our services across the country. We have a private client insurance with a high network insurance companies that we provide service to them. We have a hospitality division which we service 4- and 5-star hotels. Our guests, they stay there. Sometimes they want us to deliver the car to the hotel for them.
Yes.
So that's the market that we are expanding. We want to be a lifestyle company for our guests. Not at the airport. If they have kids or family visiting them at their home, we want them to call us, even though our locations are beautiful locations.
Yes.
Like a lobby of the beautiful hotel. But we always go to our guests. We don't want you to come to us pick up a car. If you want a car delivered to you, we deliver the car to your home. So we want to make sure that we want to find out what our guest needs are and provide that. And our travel agents, our travel management companies, a lot of concierges are going out of business. Hotels are getting rid of concierges. But now you see travel management company, lifestyle companies are coming because our guests still need that experience that they can get from a professional, that they can plan the trip for them. They can make sure it's not a car rental transaction. It's a memorable experience. So we're working with a lot of travel agents, virtuoso travel agents across the country, that they want to offer that service as a package to their guests because they understand the transformation from air to ground is so important.
Yes.
You can fly privately or a first class, have a great experience and land, or come with JSX, you land there and your car is not there, or your car is dirty, or your car is half tank, that you have to stop and fill up your car.
Right.
So those are the things that our travel agents depending on us to be an extension of them.
Right.
I went to as you probably know, we are the only Forbes 5-star company.
Yes.
And
Congratulations.
thank you, Forbes Travel Guide. And we went to a convention, and some of the agents, travel agents, were saying that in their industry, they say anything with 4 wheels is an issue because they have no control over it. And those companies, they look at car rental or car and driver as a commodity.
Yeah.
They say since we have been introduced to Go Rentals, we don't have that issue anymore because we can count on Go Rentals to be there for us.
That's awesome. That's really great. So a couple times I've gotten a Range Rover. What is the whole range of vehicles? So when you talk about sports and entertainment, you've got celebrities that are landing, and so they may have a Ferrari in the garage. What are their options when they're
we want to be one-stop shop for our guests. Whether you want to have a Toyota Corolla or Camry, or you want to have a Bentley, or you want anything in between, we provide that for you. We want you to come in, and if you last minute you brought your kids, we don't want you to be just tied up to the small SUV. You can say, you know what, let me have a large SUV because I brought golf clubs, or I brought my kids, or I want to go shopping, I have room for shopping. So we want to make sure that when you come in, you can pick and choose your car. So you're not tied to one car because you reserve that, now you have to take it. No, you don't have to take it. Or the weather is nice, you want to go convertible, you want to drive Pacific Coast Highway in California, or you want to go A1A in Florida. If you want to go top down, we have that option for you. So our majority of our clients who come in, they have the Ferrari or Lamborghinis in the garages. When they travel, they're not looking for the exotic cars. They're looking for luxury, comfortable cars.
Right. Yeah.
They want comfort, safety, and luxury. And they want large SUVs, Escalade, ESVs. They want Range Rovers. They want G-Wagons. But those are the cars that are stylish, and they're comfortable. Or they have kids. They want the kids to drive a Camry. Absolutely. Yeah. And all of our Camrys, my brother is my partner and co-founder of Go Rentals. He's passionate about cars. So he handpicks every car in our fleet. Even when we order the Toyota Camrys, we get them in a two-tone leather, with sports package. We want it to be different than traditional and legacy car rental companies. We want to make sure that you come in, you're going to the Four Seasons versus a 2-star hotel. That's the difference we want to provide.
Yeah, I love that. So what will be next for you now that you've conquered rental cars? I mean, just keep growing, growing, growing. Is that kind of what the future holds?
Car rental, the high net worth and ultra high net worth and successful families and corporate and Fortune 500 is a big niche market. They, as you probably know, they are in a high net worth space. There are 2.2 million families that are in a high net worth space that have net worths of 10 million and up.
Yep.
There are about 5 million in a net worth of 5 to 10 million. So it's a big niche market. And since COVID, you see all the families, they want to travel in luxury. They want to, when they travel, they want to make sure they stay at the finest hotels and they have the finest vehicle to drive, because they look at the experience now. Before COVID was different, but COVID has changed that. And so our sophisticated travelers, they want that service. So for us is increasing our market share, making sure we become a household name for our high net worth clients. We want to open another 50 locations within US. We are getting into more in the sports and entertainment. We recently brought Jason Kidd, the coach of Dallas Mavericks, as our spokesperson and a board member. So he's been using our services. Now he's part of our team. So we are moving into more of a sports and entertainment, our athletes and entertainers to use our services. And then our next step is moving into Canada and Europe. And that's what our goal is.
That's awesome. All right, so you're here because you just won an award.
Yes, I was honored as a living legend of aviation. And when I got a call from the board of Living Legends, I was truly surprised, because everybody who has won that award in the past 22 years, there have been astronauts and pilots. And last year, Prince Harry got it, Elon Musk got it, Jeff Bezos got it. And this year, I was picked as an entrepreneur of the Living Legend of Aviation. And it was a great awards gala at Beverly Hilton, where they do the Golden Globe, and I was honored by John Travolta, and it was a great honor. And I asked him, I'm surprised that you picked Go Rentals, you picked me. Why? And they said, because of the contribution that Go Rentals has made to aviation, and you have made travel, your company has made travel so seamless and easy, and that's why as aviation people we can travel to different destinations across the country, and we know that when we land, our car is there, and we know we're going to get great service, and we know you're going to throw us a red carpet. And I was very shocked when we were picked as for these awards, and my team was very excited for that, because as a car rental company, as a hospitality company, winning an aviation awards, it was priceless for us, and I contribute that to my team across the country. Without them, we couldn't do it. They support my brother and I as a team member, so we can grow this company together with our team. So it was a great honor. So we are very happy to get it, and also very shocked and surprised for that.
Well, it's a huge congratulations. So do you feel like a living legend?
I know I give the credit to my team, so my team should feel that way, because they are the ones every day taking care of our guests. They're there to make sure that every guest has a memorable experience. So I'm part of the team, and very happy to receive that.
I'm sure that's why you get the award, because you take care of your team.
Thank
that's
you.
Awesome. Huge congrats on that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, congratulations. I mean, it's a great concept. I think it begins with taking a look at people who are renting cars and calling them guests. I think that's where it really comes together. So thanks for sharing how this all works. And
Thank
I got to tell you, if you have not tried Go Rentals, you got to check it out. It is the most convenient thing. And if your time matters to you, which it does to all of us, it's a great solution.
Thank you. And we bring, as I mentioned, convenience to your inconvenience. We understand renting car is inconvenient, but we make it convenient and stress-free and seamless for our guests.
I love it. Awesome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, that's the pod. Thanks for joining me this week. Please make sure to subscribe to the podcast and hit the bell so that you never miss an episode. And for more about Iconic Life, please go to iconiclife.com. Until next time, I'm Renee D. We'll see you soon.